Have a look at everyone dressed in their gear. It's a little bit like a reunion of henchmen from like Moonraker or something. Let's get the whole team. What happened to all those guys after the volcano exploded? Well, some of them just dived off, and some were killed, but most of them went to a home for retired henchmen. And here we are again.
You might think people come to Mount Isa for the mining, but no, the real reason a lot of them come here is for the dodgy Smurf statue.
I know, let's put a large unnecessary Smurf standing at the side of the road. But that's not good enough. I know, we'll chop its arm off. Yeah. Do you lot just hate kids? Is that what it is? Are you all just like, you just go, them little bastards making noise and ruining our fun? I know what we'll do. Stick the Smurf up there, but slowly decapitate him. Just there, so there. Mummy, it's a... What have they done to the Smurf? And he's there like, please help me. Help me, some nutcases. Somebody's chopping my limbs off bit by bit. Help me. Either that or you've kidnapped that Smurf off a different city and you've chopped the arm off and sent that through to them. Yeah. Somebody's opened up a package and just found a big blue arm there. It's going, bloody hell. We're not going to get our Smurf back.
So this underground hospital here was built because the Japanese, they reckoned they were going to bomb the mines and they needed to have a hospital that was safe. So they dug this and it remained well and truly underground, hidden for years and years and years. And they only found it about 4 years ago. Yep. Was it 4 years ago? It wasn't, was it?
This was built in 1942 when Japan threatened to invade. Darwin was bombed. And we had American soldiers based here who were building what is now the road to Darwin.
Okay, right.
As soldiers built, as quickly as they could. To get troops en masse in to defend Australia.
Right.
So the Japanese would have wanted the road building stopped and the mine stopped.
Right.
So this was built as an air raid shelter. Then it was fully equipped as a hospital.
Okay.
And it took the miners 15 weeks to build the hospital, mostly by hand.
Right.
And then it was fully equipped as a hospital to, anybody been injured or the sick and we had been bombed, would have been there.
Right. I don't claim to know much about history, but I do know that it's a good job that road wasn't built because the Japanese, their chosen method of transport seems to be the coach. They would load their troops into coaches and then they would drive down, stopping periodically to photograph everything. You can come and give blood here, but there's one proviso, look here. Historical only, so they're not interested in my blood, but if Joan of Arc was to turn up, then they'd be fine with that, So a typical illness in the 1940s was known as face slippage, and that's where a human face would actually, it would come off the head and it would actually slip down, to about here. It'd be great to go into your doctor and go, I've got a bit of a problem, something's wrong with my stomach. It's a human face.
Welcome to tropical Queensland.
So I'm soaking wet, right? Head to toe, right? Dripping wet, right? Like literally, there's a puddle on the floor. And I'm stood there like that, and I'm in the lift at the hotel, right? I'm going up in the lift, and there's a woman, and there's steam coming off me, right? And I'm steaming away, right? And this woman's in the lift, right? And she turns around, she looks at me, and she goes, "Still raining outside?" Still raining outside? No, I've just been snorkeling. And I always do it in full motorcycle clothing as well. I'm frightened of catching myself on the coral. Oh, sarky bastards as well, you know. Like, one fella, he turns to me and he just goes, "Hey, you picked a good day for riding a motorcycle." Fuck off, you sarcastic bastard. You like a bit of sarcasm, do you? Your wife's attractive. Fuck off. Go on. Just ridiculous, you know. Or the other one, concierge fella. I turn up, right? Get off me bike, dripping wet, soaking and all the rest. And he goes, "Wet enough for you?" Felt like saying, "No, it's not wet enough for me." Turns out I'm Aquaman. Yeah. And my wife's a mermaid. And if it doesn't get much wetter, we're gonna die. And you're gonna have our death on your conscience, Mr. Smart-ass rainy bastard. I'm on my motorbike, right? I was riding my motorbike and I stopped and the lights came on and the lights were flashing. Red, red, stop! There's a train coming! Ding, 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 ding! And I'm there going, "Oh, blimey." And there was no thing going down like that. And I'm thinking, "Oh, blimey, there's no thing coming down. The train might kill somebody. Oh, my God." And I was there and I was a bit too close to the tracks and I was waiting for a big juggernaut of a train. And then it come through. It was like a kid's toy. This is bloke on this tiny little train. Ding, ding. The thing was, right, it went so slowly. You know, it was quite an embarrassing moment where the thing went, you know, like when you're in a supermarket and you see somebody you know and you go, "I haven't seen you for ages, yeah? Oh, yeah, great. Oh, yeah, brilliant." And "I'll see you later, yeah, take care." And then you go around and they're in the next aisle and you're like, and you know there's that sort of awkward, or if you're in a lift with somebody and you just kind of, you know, and you're both standing there and there's that horrible, you know, that moment where you sort of there and you just kind of, well, I had that moment with the train driver of this train. He came through on his cane train like this, right? And he was going so slowly and the train was so shit. And I'm sat at the traffic lights like this and he sort of came through and he sort of clocked me and I clocked him. And the two of us are sort of looking at each other going, "This is embarrassing." And, you know, it appears that you don't have a full-size train, do you, mate? And, you know, I've got a motorcycle and it appears to have more power and size than what you're driving, you know. And you're on tracks as well. And he went through like that and he just went, like, just going, "Oh, come on, mate." I felt like walking alongside the train, just patting him on the back. It's all right. It's fine. Come on, don't worry. I'm sure if you stick in, you'll get a full-size one eventually.